Hi, my name's Lola, and today we're doing my TBR game for the month of February. So my TBR game consists in a tarot deck and a spreadsheet that I made that kind of assigns to each card a prompt or a specific book. That's usually on my major arcana. I did revamp a couple things. Usually when you buy a tarot deck, there is like a little booklet that kind of tells you what each card means. There is like a general consensus on what the cards mean, but I like looking through the booklets because there's like a different little explanation for each card, and in different decks the cards can look different. So what I did is that I looked at each card, I looked at the different explanations for them, and I kind of assigned prompts in specific books more catered towards the look of the card, the explanation of the card. Sometimes it was a little tough, sometimes I just stuck with the meaning of the card. Sometimes I just stuck with what the card looked like. So I revamped the spreadsheets, basically. That doesn't mean that they'll never change. They probably will. I might change them based on my mood sometimes. Also, the books will obviously change. So that's one change. The other change is this might happen a lot this year because I am applying for a master's. I'm not in yet, but it will most likely happen this year, and I'm gonna get busy, probably not gonna be able to read as much. So right now I'm gonna just take it down one notch and go to 5 draws instead of 6 draws. So hopefully 5 books instead of 6 books, but it can still change. I can still get like a +1 or stuff like that. So before we get into the actual game, I'm gonna go over what I read for the month of January. Now, it is January 17th, so I haven't finished all the books. The reason that I'm filming now instead of towards the end of January a little more is because the end of January is going to be hectic. I'm not going to have time to actually film anything. So this is the stack of the books that I own. So far I have gotten through, I don't have it, but I did read Send For Me by Laura Fox. That one was for the 8 of Wands, which was a color wheel, and I got blue. This book, the hardcover, is blue. The back of it is like a bluish purple, so I chose that one. Then I did read Extraordinary by V. Schwab. This one was for the 7 of Cups, which was a graphic novel. I read A Spindle Splintered by Alex E. Harrow. This one was for the 8 of Pentacles, which was a medieval prompt. Since it's based on like a Sleeping Beauty story, it fit with medieval. I did finish She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, which was 4 of Swords, a military book. I am in the midst of reading 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This one was for the 10 of Cups, and it was a book that started with the letter X, like the title started with the letter X. I don't think there's a single book out there that starts with the letter X, but this one has an X in it. So I'm not done with this one. I'm a little less than halfway through it, but again, mid-January, and I'm getting through it very fast. I have the audiobook as well, so I will most likely get to finish this one. Have not gotten to it yet, but I know I will. A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. I don't know how to say it. If someone would like to tell me, I would love to know. I'm gonna go with Shay Earnshaw. This one was a free pick, so because last month I succeeded my TBR, I got to pick out of my rewards jar. So I got a free pick and I picked this one. And another book that I have not gotten to yet, and that I will most likely not finish by the end of the month, but I know I'll at least get to and read a good amount of it, because again, I have quite a bit of time still left in the month, is The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan, and this one was for the card of the Hierophant. So basically, I truly believe that I will succeed my TBR because I have quite a bit of time left, and I don't need to finish the books to succeed my TBR. I just have to have at least started them and gotten through at least a third of them. So I'm gonna pull out of my rewards jar, see what I get. Oh, one of them fell out. That's the one we're gonna take. Remove an extra draw. So if I draw one card and then I draw the similar card, I can ignore it. or if I get a +1, I can ignore it. So that's useful. Okay, now it is time to pick the deck. And the way I do that is very simple. I use the oh so ancient form of flipping a coin. So we will do, I feel like I've gotten like Vox almost 2-3 times in a row now. But you know, the coin chooses what the coin chooses. So we're gonna do heads, hush, tails, Vox. Let's go. Shit. What'd it land on? Oh my god. I feel like I need to do something else, but it landed on tails. I don't know what it is. The coin just loves Vox. Let's go with Vox again. Okay, so draw number 1, I got the Emperor card, and the Emperor card was linked to The Monster of Eldenhaven by Jennifer Giesbrecht. I don't know how to say that. I am so happy. I really want to read this book. I'll read the inside for you guys. The city of Eldenhaven sulks on the edge of the ocean, racked by plague, abandoned by the south, stripped of industry, and left to die. But not everything dies so easily. A thing without a name stalks the city, a thing shaped like a man, with a dark heart and long pale fingers yearning to wrap around throats. A monster who cannot die. His frail master sends him out on errands, twisting him with magic, crafting a plan too cruel to name, while the monster's heart grows fonder and colder and more cunning. The sorcerer's work is subtle, changing minds and curdling hearts with barely a trace left behind. But there are signs to read for magic hunters coming up from the capital in the south. These monsters of Eldenhaven will have their revenge on everyone who wronged the city, even if they have to burn the whole world to do it. I'm so excited for this. It honestly, it sounds like some weird, Slender Man looking for revenge monsters. It's short, too, so I'm really excited. I hope it's gonna be really good. I really do. It sounds epic as shit. So I'm so excited about this one. Draw number 2, I got 7 of Wands, and the prompt on that one is underdog. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for a book that has a loser main character that no one believes in. The problem is that I have 2 books that kind of fit that, and I can't pick. At first I thought that trying to find a book for this was going to be super hard. But it turns out a lot of authors like talking about or having a main character that's a loser that no one believes in. So the first one is a young adult. It's The Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker. And then the other one is an adult, The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed. I just don't know which one I want to pick. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. Am I in the mood for teenage angst? Or am I in the mood for an adult adventure, I think kind of romance a little bit? And this is a debut novel. I think this one's a debut novel too. I don't know. You know, I think I'm going to prioritize this one because this was a gift on Christmas from a friend of mine, and he told me, he's like, you better fucking read it, so I'm going to do this one. So, The Wolf and the Woodsman, it's a little long, but I'll read this first paragraph. It says, in her forest-veiled pagan village, Evik is the only woman without power, making her an outcast clearly abandoned by the gods. The villagers blame her corrupted bloodline. Her father was a Yehuli man, one of the much-loathed servants of the fanatical king. When soldiers arrive from the Holy Order of Woodsmen to claim a pagan girl in the king's blood sacrifice, Evik is betrayed by her fellow villagers and surrendered. The rest of it, I think, basically talks about how she's being transported, and then her transport crew is eliminated other than her and another woodsman. And that woodsman is actually like the cursed prince, or like the hated prince. And they adventure together and kind of get to know each other and stuff like that. So it basically sounds like a story of two losers. And I'm not really sure what happens, but I don't know. It sounds cute. And I want to read it. And it was a gift, so I'm gonna pick this one for, what is it, 7 of Wands. Draw number 3, I got the Devil card, which, funny enough, when I was doing this one, it really did fit in with being my book club book. So my book club book for the month is The Push by Ashley Audrain. I have heard so many good things for this. I know that it was nominated and then it did win an award for one of the Goodreads things. I don't keep up with that. But I believe this is a sci-fi. And it says, we'll read the short part. All these are really long. So it says, a tense, page-turning psychological drama about the making and breaking of a family, and a woman whose experience of motherhood is nothing at all like what she hoped for and everything she feared. That was not what I expected to read in that little blurb. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that I think it's a sci-fi, and it's also a debut novel, I think. So yeah. Listen, every time I read my book club books, half the time I never know what they're about, and I have like no expectations, so we shall see. Draw number 4, I got the Magician card, and that one is linked with Harrow the Ninth, which is the second book in the Locked Tomb series. I think it's going to be 4 books in that series. But yes, I read Gideon the Ninth, and I really liked it. Now, this book was weird, but I really enjoyed it a lot. It was very confusing. It was like a mystery, sci-fi, fantasy with a lesbian relationship in it, but that it was great. It was wonderful. So I have really been wanting to read Harrow the Ninth, so I'm really happy that I got this card, and I will read the blurb that I have here because I don't own the book. I'll have to borrow it from my library. It says, she answered the Emperor's call. She arrived with her arts, her wits, and her only friend. In victory, her world has turned to ash. Harrow Hark non-Agesimus, last necromancer of the Ninth House, has been drafted by the Emperor to fight an unwinnable war. Side by side with a detested rival, Harrow must perfect her skills and become an angel of undeath. But her health is failing. Her sword makes her nauseous, and even her mind is threatening to betray her. Sealed in the gothic gloom of the Emperor's Mithraeum, with 3 unfriendly teachers, hunted by the mad ghost of a murdered planet, Harrow must confront 2 unwelcome questions. Is somebody trying to kill her? And if they succeed, would the universe be better off? This kind of sounds like it's going to deal with depression. Listen, I loved Gideon the Ninth, so I'm hoping I will really enjoy Harrow the Ninth. We shall see. Still happy I got it. Very happy I got it. Okay. I'm so glad I got this card. Draw number 5, I got the Tower card. And the Tower card was linked with one of my favorite series, when I was a kid anyways. We'll have to see if I still feel that way after reading it. But it is one of my goals for this year is to read the whole series, and it starts with Gregor the Overlander by Susan Collins, or Suzanne Collins. I don't know how to say her name. I absolutely love these books. I really want to reread them this year, so really glad that my TBR decided to be so kind. Oh, so kind. And yeah. So let me read this part for you guys. I absolutely love this. When 11-year-old Gregor follows his little sister through a grate in the laundry room of their New York apartment building, he hurtles into the dark underland beneath the city. There, humans live uneasily beside giant spiders, bats, cockroaches, and rats. But the fragile peace is about to fall apart. Gregor wants no part of a conflict between these creepy creatures. He just wants to find his way home. But when he discovers that a strange prophecy foretells a role for him in the Underland's uncertain future, he realizes it might be the only way to solve the biggest mystery of his life. Little does he know, his quest will change him and the Underland forever. Rich in suspense and brimming with adventure, Suzanne Collins' debut marks a thrilling new talent and introduces a character no young reader will ever forget. See, these were the books that introduced me to Susan Collins, and then I read The Hunger Games. I feel like everyone else read The Hunger Games and never read these. Oh man, this TBR is making me so happy. So here we have it. This will be the TBR for February. Just add in Harrow the Ninth, a little. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm so happy for February. Anyways, yeah, that's it for my TBR game. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to do this yourself, feel free to. I will have the spreadsheet linked down below. You can make a copy of it and edit it however you want. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your month. Let me know what you would like to read in February down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!